How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves and welcome back to a new match preview today. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe, and Wolves are back in action again tomorrow against West Ham United. Another big game in the Premier League, the third game in the league of the season and our second game on the road at the London Stadium. My name is Dave, and as always, be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below ahead of the game. And of course, we've got the West Ham point of view as well later on in the video. So Wolves obviously bouncing back, hopefully, after that game against Manchester City. It was a win in the opening game against Sheffield United, the second league game of the season. Against City, though, didn't quite go to plan, did it? The first 45 minutes was, you could say, disastrous. Wasn't great. A couple of individual errors that sort of cost us in the end in that game. And we grew into it really in the second half. And if Wolves can play in that second half can play against West Ham like they did in that second half, we've got a very, very good chance of getting 3 points again. We've got a very, very decent record against West Ham United since we've been promoted to the Premier League, beaten them 4 times and kept 4 clean sheets. And obviously, there's a bit of disruption behind the scenes at West Ham at the moment. They've had a couple of positive cases for coronavirus, including manager David Moyes, who's had a couple of tests come back positive. So he will not be present. They're on about him video calling during the match or something. And it's going to be Alan Irvine to take charge of the team on Sunday, I believe, who used to manage West Bromwich Albion. So it'll be good to try and get one over on him. And of course, get 3 points, because I think between now and sort of November, we've got some really favourable fixtures, and really fixtures that Wolves should be getting something out of every single one. So I really think Wolves should be in a position to be in top 6, top 7 by the end of October, and possibly going into November as well with the fixtures that we've got. But of course, just the Premier League to focus on. We're out of the Carabao Cup now. And of course, we've announced another new and big signing of Nelson Semedo. Of course, if you wanted to know more about him, we did a video on him last Sunday before the Manchester City game. But it has been confirmed now. He is officially a Wolves player. And it will be very, very interesting to see if Nuno goes and throws him in the deep end and gets him in straight in the squad. I can't really see him not playing, though. Wolves are in desperate need of a right back or right wing back. I think it was made obvious with Adama Traore there on Monday. It's just not quite his role, is it? Marçal as well, Nuno's confirmed he's probably not going to be available for the game against West Ham, and he could be 50-50 for the game against Fulham as well the week after. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Nuno lines up. And, you know, there's a couple of issues there straight away. Marçal, who was very good in the opening game, and I think people were looking forward to seeing how he gets on. But it's a huge opportunity as well for Ruben Vinagre, who just hasn't quite had the look and hasn't quite been able to break into the team. It will finally be his chance to really have, start a game, give a full 90 minutes. And I don't think he's progressed how Nuno and how the fans would have wanted. So this type of game is huge for Vinagre to see how he can get on. And he's going to be up against Jared Bowen, who, he's probably one of West Ham's more influential players. They've got Michail Antonio up front as well. But I think, Jared Bowen is going to be a player that's going to be causing Wolves a lot of issues down their right-hand side, our left-hand side. So it'll be interesting to see that battle for sure. But Wolves went with that attacking 3-4-3 against Manchester City. I'd expect we see it again. But obviously, before I give my predicted lineup, we're going to get the thoughts of the West Ham fan, Corey Kemp. These are his thoughts ahead of the game on Sunday.
So our transfer window business, it doesn't exist, to be fair. Obviously, you lot would have got a few signings in and lost a few players, and a lot of Premier League clubs now have strengthened as well. We don't look like we're going to buy anyone. Sullivan came out and TalkSport and said we've got 40 mil. Tried to sign Tarkowski with that. That's failed. As a fan, we need a left back. We possibly need another right back, another midfielder and 2 strikers. We're unlikely to get any of them. We lost Grady Diangana as well to West Brom. He's a big, big player for us. He was really exciting. And we've lost our most exciting winger. And then obviously the Declan thing's going to rumble on if he leaves in the next week or so. We're going to be really struggling towards the end of the window. Pre-season was okay. 5-1 against Ipswich, 4-1 against Wickham. They were good results. I think Anderson, Lanzini, Allaire, Yarmolenko, a lot of our attacking players that we hadn't seen towards the end of last season showed a bit of form, and we were all a bit excited about that. Played Brentford 1-2-1 in that game as well. Again, the same thing. A lot of our attacking players coming to the fore. And then we had a bizarre game against Bournemouth where we lost 5-3. Ben Johnson, a right back, got cut open. West Ham looked poor defensively. Starting to see a few of the cracks within the squad, and that was just after that Noble tweet and Dean Garner left. So people think that that had done something to kind of influence the performance, possibly. In terms of how we've started, the performance against Newcastle was incredibly poor. Newcastle aren't a great side, don't offer a lot in terms of creativity, but through Wilson and Carroll, they just did us over. That sort of the playing behind Wilson offers them a different dimension. St Maximan was threatening all game, albeit we dealt with him quite well, but we just didn't offer enough going forward. Against Arsenal, the chips were always against us. We plucked out with a 3-4-3. It worked perfectly for us. We've got defensive flaws, so playing Masuaku on the left, Fredericks on the right, and playing him a little bit further up pinned Arsenal back a little bit. There were errors even defensively then, but it just meant that West Ham, we got forward, we put balls in the box, we created a little bit more because we lacked that natural creative 10. Expectations for the season, not massively high, if I'm honest. Even sort of coming into the window in the season, I thought I'll take a 14th place. By the looks of us, we're regressing as a side. We're not really pushing on from last season. So we are going to be in and around 13th, 14th, 15th. If we lose Declan, in my opinion, we're relegation candidates because he is that important for us. I know a lot of fans sort of overlook him as a pivotal player because he's a defensive player. But honestly, when you watch this bloke play week in, week out for West Ham, the play goes through him. He's our most influential player. Thoughts on Sunday? Not massively confident. Listen, Wolves are a great side. They're really balanced. They've made some good signings. I know they've lost a few players in Doherty and Jota, but they're going to threaten, particularly down our left-hand side. You know, I'm hoping West Ham stick with a 3-4-3 and put Masuaku there, because I think if you put Creswell there against either a Dharma or a Neto or Podence, they've got the pace to get in behind and cause him all kinds of issues. So I'm hoping West Ham stick with the same formation. In terms of a score, I'll take a 1-1, but in all honesty, I think it's going to be 2-0 Wolves. So good luck, guys. Fingers crossed we do you over.
So big thanks to Corey. You can find his links and his channel in the description down below. So predicted lineup for me, again, it's going to have to be a 3-4-3. I think Patricio is going to start in goal. Had a very good game against Manchester City, to be fair. Made a couple of smart stops. Sace, Cody and Bolly, again, for me, as the back three. Of course, both, Bolly had shaky moments. Sace had shaky moments. But, for the time being, I think all three of those will start. I think Nelson Semedo will get his debut and start at right wing back. And it will be Vinagre at left wing back. I've seen a couple of people suggest starting Semedo at left wing back and Hoover at right wing back. Sorry, I can't see that happening personally. I think it would be very, very unfair. I think on Vinagre if he didn't start. So I think it will be Vinagre and Semedo. I think we'll see Neves and Martinez start again in the middle, but I wouldn't be surprised to see possibly Neves and Dendoncker in there. I think we just lack that little bit of steel in the middle, and I think that's where West Ham are going to have a lot of presence through the middle. And then the big one is the front three, really. I think Jimenez will start. I think Podence will start. And then I'm 50-50 between Neto and Adama Traore. Neto's been okay, hasn't he, the last couple of games. Adama, obviously, he's been out of position, but Adama's given West Ham some real issues over the last 2 years, and it will be interesting to see if he can start again. And I think he deserves a chance in his proper position, with his pace, with his aggression, with his talent. He can cause any team in the division problems. So I think it'd be fair to start him at right wing on Sunday. And I am really hoping for 3 points. I think this is a winnable game. As I said earlier, with the issues and behind the scenes for West Ham at the moment, especially in the boardroom, and then off with the manager, with the management and the COVID situation, it's all over the place at West Ham at the moment. It's up to Wolves to take advantage of that, and I think we should have enough quality to do that. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Wolves win. Another clean sheet, another 2 goals, and hopefully another 3 points for Wolves. Be sure to hit the like button down below, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, after the game, we'll have the match reaction and the fans react as well, which you guys, of course, are showing great love and great support on. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all very, very soon.